I'm kind of a pessimist. I can't think of where the best and the brightest in every class will go if people are thinking about a career and making money to support a family. For all those reasons, I worry about it.
Shortly after I graduated, I started something called Spot Us, which pioneered community-funded reporting. This was this idea of distributing the cost of hiring a reporter across many different people. So 50 people giving $20 or $30 each was enough to hire a reporter to do whatever reporting investigation those 50 people wanted to see done. Stories that might not otherwise be covered. We raised $10,000 and sent a reporter to the middle of the Pacific Ocean to report about the Pacific garbage patch. It was the first freelance piece that ended up in the front page of the science section of the New York Times.
I would say the future of journalism really is collaboration. I reported and produced a documentary for This American Life, which was an investigation out of Guatemala about a massacre that happened there.
When investigators started looking into the Dos Eras massacre in the 90s, people trying to uncover the truth about that sort of thing were being killed.
This was a collaboration between ProPublica, Fundación MEPI, which is based out of Mexico, and This American Life. Buying a camera and going to a place and doing a story, we no longer need permission. I think you never really need permission to do journalism.
The future of journalism is unlimited. We're at a point now where one person can break a story, they can publish a story, and they can send that story to the rest of the world. I'm the ABC News correspondent covering Afghanistan and Pakistan and the entire region.
What you hear on this side, that's the Afghan army. They are leading this fight, and they are the ones returning the fire.
Whenever there's a big story in my region, I'm that guy that you see on the news. Going out, interviewing people, shooting footage, putting it all together, writing that script, editing it, feeding it back to New York in time to make the evening news every day at 6:30.
The future of journalism, I think a lot of people expect it to be one-man bands. My name is Vladimir Duthier, and I'm the West Africa correspondent for CNN based in Lagos, Nigeria. I actually don't think one-man band is the future of journalism. I think that's the business model that journalism and media companies would like to see because it makes it cheaper to produce the news. You're going to need a good camera person and editor. You're a reporter, you're going to need to be able to focus on reporting and telling the story and not worried about whether or not your camera is set up properly and whether you've actually white balanced that camera. So I think that the further along that we go, we're going to start to step back from that model of one-man banding.
It's really important to know what research tools exist out there to get information that the human source might not tell you. I'm the Director of Research at ProPublica, which is a nonprofit investigative newsroom in New York. For example, instead of just having a static chart of how much doctors are getting from pharmaceutical companies to promote certain drugs, instead we have a tool that you can type in your doctor's name and pull up how much money they've gotten from different pharmaceutical companies and compare that to other doctors.
The future of journalism is multi-platform reporting. I work on interactive data stories, everything from analyzing readers' opinions to government data, to creating visualizations for our own databases that we create.
The future of journalism is a revolutionary moment. I'm the executive editor and co-founder of Global Post. We've tried to build an international news website that recognizes that traditional media is turning away from international coverage. We now have 70 correspondents in 50 countries, and we have a growing audience of 3.5 million uniques per month who come to the site. For us, Tahrir Square was an extraordinary moment.
It's a country's laws, and you're just feeling as if you're eating a meal.
I thought we brought a youthful, sort of stealth moment to a digital revolution that was happening on the streets, covered by a news organization that is part of that digital revolution.
The future of journalism is powered by freelancers. I co-founded a company called Contently. We build technology that helps freelancers promote themselves, have a presence online, and connect to publishers. And we also build software that helps publishers manage freelancers and create amazing stories. We recently had a journalist write in and tell us that because of the income he's made on Contently from finding clients through our system, he's been able to finally get his book off the ground that he's been wanting to write for years. We've raised a couple $1 million in investment. We have nearly 20 people here in the office and a few dogs, and so things have been moving on the up and up.
I would so love to change places with you guys, because this world is there to be completely remade. The opportunities out there are phenomenal, and it's really unusual to be part of a generation who can take control of that and change the world.
Win a Pulitzer.
Have my own media organization.
Find a wife and a job. Bringing together my two passions, medicine and journalism.
Expect to still be under crippling debt.
Be like the Black Lisa Link.
I go into sports journalism.
Get paid to go to amazing places.
Space tourism.
I want to be a bureau chief.
I want to be a Middle East correspondent.
And the future of journalism is now.
So watch out, Diane Sawyer.